Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. Thanks for being here on Northern Life here with Hunter. I am Ryan. Sadly, no Briggs LaSavage today, but Hunter, as you can tell, missing. But we do have Hunter back in studio. Hunter, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you, Ryan?
I'm doing all right.
You know, we the past couple of days we've had a kind of a shoddy attendance record. I was gone like 2 days last week, and then you were gone a day, and now Briggs is gone. And what's going on? And I was gone on Monday.
Dude,
so
our report cards are not going to look good at the end of this semester. We're going to be docked some points for our attendance.
Oh my gosh, we have to stay extra in the summer. It's not going to be good.
But I think you're leading the way in that department, though.
No, you're right. I think you are right. There's been 4 days now, so you're only 1 day, I think, and Briggs is 2 days.
Yeah,
Briggs is getting up there, though, too.
If anybody deserves the days off, though, it's probably Briggs.
That's very true. Yeah. Amen to that. Yeah. She's a hard worker. That's what I was going to say.
Yes, she is indeed. Is indeed. Let's get to today's story.
That's a good plan, yeah. Oh, yeah, so here's what's going on. Coming up today, I get to check off a big item on my bucket list. I've always wanted to do this since I first got this job. I got the chance to join Dave Campbell on the Aerial Lift Bridge and take a ride up to the top. It was so cool. I'm excited to share my vantage point from going up there. It was really awesome.
Yeah, I get to see those sights and sounds coming up in a little bit. And after that, Hunter and I are going to share our thoughts on the hottest gifts for the 2023 Christmas and holiday season. Ooh. So we're going to say which ones are on the top of the board there, and then probably whether or not if it's even worth the purchase.
We'll be the judge of that.
We'll be the judge of that. Hunter has been gone. He's been having a good time. He also deserves the time off, even if I give you some flack sometimes. But you got to go see Billy Joel and Stevie Nicks at the U.S. Bank. How was that?
It was the coolest thing ever. So I've had the privilege of seeing him 3 times now, and this third time, he's 73 years old. He's my absolute favorite. He sounded phenomenal. There's a picture of him. He looks good too. Look at him. What a stud.
I know.
Absolute stud. And there's the whole fam right there. It's my brother Colton, my friend Mitch, and friend Keeley as well. And we're out in front of U.S. Bank Stadium. My gosh. And Stevie Nicks, who I've never been a huge fan of. I respect her music. She killed it too. And I just learned before the show, you shared with me, she's 75 years old.
Yeah.
And she looks amazing and she sounds amazing. So overall, I mean, it was just an amazing show. So
rocking it at the 70s, it's pretty impressive. I mean, we're like in our 20s and we get tired sometimes in the morning. We're like, oh yeah, it's like, get ready for the show. Yes. So the fact they're out there rocking it too at such an old age, shout out to them.
Sometimes we're not firing off at all cylinders, so it's definitely respect to the 70-year-olds that are out there rocking.
We are,
Paul McCartney's 83.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They're really rocking it. We're trying our best here on this Tuesday. Hey, we got an awesome video to share with you on this Tuesday. Our executive producer, Ben, was hanging out at his house, and he sent us this video from his backyard with enormous, I believe, pileated woodpecker. I've also heard pileated, but let's go with pileated.
Oh, really?
Taking advantage of the free bird food on Ben's windowsill. And I mean, in comparison, Ben was like probably the size of a crow. I've never seen a woodpecker that big.
Wow.
I know back at the half household down in the Twin Cities, my mom has had an ongoing fight with some woodpeckers that are taking advantage of the wood fireplace, just making holes everywhere throughout. So we hate woodpeckers at the half household, but I mean, beautiful but huge and scary looking, dude.
Do you have pileated woodpeckers down there, or are they different kind of woodpeckers?
I think they're smaller. Okay. I've never seen a woodpecker that big, so Ben had to share that with us and say like, hey, this guy's not playing around.
I wouldn't mess with that thing. No. It's going to lift his house away. Like, look at this huge wingspan. It's pecking away. I mean, wow, that was impressive.
Birds in the area, beware of that woodpecker, because that thing was scary.
It's a honker, yes.
Yeah. Big thanks to Ben for sending us that video. Hey, as families are getting ready to host their Thanksgiving festivities, food experts are sharing the biggest Thanksgiving turkey mistakes that you can make. According to food and health safety leaders, not washing your hands is the biggest one when prepping that turkey. Next up, you should never ever thaw the turkey or other foods on your counter. Instead, you should do so in your fridge, but you have to make sure that the juices from the turkey don't drip down. And so you also shouldn't cook a frozen turkey or wash that bird before cooking it. And finally, an expert tip, be sure to buy yourself a meat thermometer.
Yeah, that's true, because if you don't cook it all the way through, that's a dangerous game you're playing right there. Turkey, chicken, poultry of any kind, that's not a good thing. I made a mistake. I was with Adam. We were filming a segment about cooking a turkey, and I ate an apple slice that was in the area that the turkey was cooking. And so I probably got the juices like on that apple, right?
Oh,
and
sure.
So there's probably some kind of E. coli or something that was on there. I didn't get sick, thankfully, but I've heard that it's very, very nasty if you get food poisoning.
You got to be careful. Have you been tasked with prepping your own turkey for any Thanksgiving gatherings so far?
They don't let me. They don't let me be in charge of anything. So I just sit there, I nap, and I'm very thankful for that job. And then unbuckle the belt when it's time to eat. You know. What about you?
Not me. No, I'm in charge of bringing an appetizer this year to our household. So I got to figure out what I'm bringing and if I'm making it. Otherwise, probably buying it, maybe saying I made it.
Frozen jalapeno poppers or something. Just shove it in the oven.
You know, I spent a lot of time on this at 425 degrees. But,
it's genius.
Maybe someday we'll make a turkey ourselves.
Yep.
And I know how much you love trends, Hunter.
I love them so much.
Big trend guy. I was reading this. According to Forbes, some TikTokers have been pushing the practice of washing their hair very infrequently. So they've been calling this hair training, claiming that progressively increasing the time between each wash of your hair will steadily train your scalp and make your hair be better in some way, even extending it up to 30 days of not washing it. So for what science says, a pair of skin studies found that washing hair 5 to 6 times a week is associated with the best hair and scalp conditions.
Okay, I've always heard that overwashing your hair is not a good thing. And this is, whatever, maybe it's a good trend or whatever, but then they come up with these stupid names to make it look catchy or whatever. It's influencer and whatever these other dumb names are.
You don't like training your hair?
I'm not training my hair. I can barely, I don't even know.
You're training for a hair marathon?
I don't like running, I don't like training, I don't like anything. I'm not going to be doing that.
Wow.
So, yeah, but
you're going to have to stick around till the end of our show here, because remember on Friday you were talking about shampoo a lot.
Oh, yeah.
We got some viewer comments on Hunter's shampoo conditioning. So stick around for that at the end of the show. But hey, coming up, Hunter is taking our Northern life to new heights. You're going to stick around to see him ride Duluth's iconic aerial lift bridge. You're going to want to stay right here. This is Northern Life.
Welcome back, folks. When you think of Duluth, you immediately think of the aerial lift bridge. It's a symbol, an important piece of the Twin Ports and of our region as well. And thanks to operator Dave Campbell, I got to see how it functions and take a ride for myself. Take a look.
If it's anybody that's can't make it underneath the bridge, they call us for a lift, we lift.
It's been my dream forever to go up on this thing, and it's going to happen. But the past couple of days, it's been very hard, as it always is with ships, to nail down an exact time.
We don't decide anything. We're just at the mercy of when they come in. We can watch them all the way across the lake. The locks are right here. We can track them all the way across. These are the boats that are on the Great Lakes right now.
Okay.
This is the one we're waiting for, and now it looks like that might be going to Superior, gauging by the way he's pointed. You know when I told you he was going to be here at 11:30?
Yeah.
That was a big fat lie. We know what the boats are going to do, right? He's coming in and they're going out. We can control the traffic. As an operator, we have all of these cameras to see what's going on, because we don't know what the people are going to do. We have people run onto the bridge. We've talked about we have people grab onto the bridge. We've watched people throw bikes off of the bridge into the water. We catch people coming on the bridge, taking clothes off, getting ready to jump in, and we're just like, no, don't think about it. It takes a while for the bridge to actually move, and it's because we're looking at all of these cameras to make sure that there's nobody on the bridge, or if there is somebody on the bridge, we're waiting for them to get off of the bridge. That is the most stressful part about this job. We have a drive system that runs motors. Motors turn a drum wraps the cable, bridge goes up. I mean, that's basically all there is to it. All them big cables that you see are holding the counterweights, and all they do is they just go up, and that's all they do, right? There's 8 cables that are 1.5 inches that actually lift the bridge. And then when we want to come down, we spool it the other way, but the weight of the bridge brings it down. We don't drive it down, right? It's basically we control the fall is kind of the best way to put that. And that's kind of it. I mean, this thing runs on electricity and grease. That's what runs this bridge. We will go up as high as 120 feet, which will put us 135 feet off the water. It takes 3 minutes to get to the top, and it takes 3 minutes to get to the bottom. The average lift is 15 minutes.
This has been a dream of mine ever since I started working here. We're up all the way at the top of the lift bridge right now, 120 feet in the air. This is so cool. I'm usually afraid of heights, but I'm not afraid at all. This is so cool. Look how high we are. Wow, that is beautiful. Holding my phone over the edge, you gotta be careful not to drop the phone. It's a long way down for a cell phone. That was crazy, that was really cool. That was a lot of fun. What's so funny?
I always love giving Hunter such a hard time when we're watching those stories back together. Because Hunter goes, I'd hold my phone over the edge, but it's a long way down. Oh, is it? I didn't know.
Captain Obvious? Oh my gosh.
Is 120 feet a long way down?
I believe it is. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But that was very cool. That was a dream of mine, like I said, in that package there.
How about that?
Very cool. Something that he also mentioned, a couple of things. First off, the amount of stress that job has. If you look at it and you don't think about it too much, it looks like it's a relatively easy job.
Yeah, just push the button.
Exactly. But there's a ton of stress involved as well. Like there's ships waiting out, and if you have to tell a ship to stop, you have to tell them like right away because it takes a long time for that ship to stop. So if there's people like messing around on the lift bridge or whatever, you gotta make a quick decision as to whether to tell the ship to hold on a second. I mean, there's a lot of stress involved with that story. So
that's crazy. And the fact too, I've never really thought about it, like people dumping things off the bridge into the water below.
Oh my gosh.
Especially a place where it has so many cameras. You'd think maybe any other place, I'm not promoting dumping anywhere, but I mean, like you're gonna do it on the most surveilled.
Yeah.
Most surveillance.
Most surveillance. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, every inch of that bridge is covered with a camera, and there's people looking over as well at all times. So I mean, you just can't be. You got to be smarter than that. Yeah. Don't do that. Come on.
Stop it.
You shouldn't have to say that. But
stop it right now. And turns out, I believe Dave is a viewer of Northern Life too.
He is. He said when I emailed him, he said he likes watching the show. So we usually tell the people that we do stories with that we're going to be airing the show. So take a look at it now. But I probably don't have to send him an email because he's probably watching already. So that's pretty awesome.
Dave, you want to tune in and watch?
12:30 on NBC, 6:30 on CBS. Is it 12:30?
On NBC.
It is on CBS. Okay, good.
My God, we've been doing this for 2 months, haven't we?
It's crazy.
Still
Isn't that crazy?
Still don't know.
That's unfortunate.
Hey, but shout out to Dave and the team up there for helping us out and letting you take a ride up there.
It was so cool. Yeah. Someday I'll bring all you guys on too. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Hope so too. And I'd also a lot of ships going around in the lakes and across the country.
Yep.
So
amen to that.
Cool to see. Hey, still ahead. If you want to get a jump on your holiday shopping, we're sharing a few of this year's hottest gifts. Thanks for being here on Northern Life. Welcome back. As we get closer to the holiday season, gift giving can be stressful, especially when you want to find that perfect gift for that certain somebody. But thanks to the folks at Good Housekeeping, we're breaking down the most popular and trending gifts for 2023. So coming in at number 1 is the mystery tackle box. So if the guy or girl in your life loves nothing more than fishing out on the lake, there is a minimum of 5 different baits and lures inside that box, plus a magazine with some tips. And so you can find the mystery tackle box for $23 on Amazon.
Hopefully Dad's not watching today because that's a great present idea for him.
Hey,
something like that.
Do you have $23 in your bank account?
I think I do. I hope so anyway. I should probably check.
Search on my person, try to find the money. But I've also heard Briggs LaSavage has never really gone actual fishing.
Oh my God, I'm not surprised.
She says she's thrown the cast or line out on the Lake Superior, I think, as a kid.
Okay.
But not like real on the lake fishing.
She hasn't done a lot of things, so we gotta open up her horizons.
Might be a future shoot.
I like that.
Hey, this next one is for kids like Hunter out there. It's called a bilabo. It's a chair. It's a rocker. It can be used as a fort or a hat. It's apparently all the things, and it's something simple but genius, reportedly, because it's the #1 gift on Good Housekeeping's list for kids ages 2 and up. So Hunter, that includes you.
Oh, that is.
It is $30 on Amazon. So I was watching some videos on that too. I mean, like kids are rolling around on it. They're like, using it for their imagination.
Yeah, we're gonna need the industrial strength one if I'm gonna get one of those. That's gonna be interesting. But
I'm gonna need a big billabo. Yeah, one of the big ones.
Exactly. You can imagine though the kids, like things like this, little plastic things, they're gonna eventually start throwing them like at each other or something like that.
A disc.
You know? Yeah, exactly.
Not promoting that.
No.
Not
but
promoting Billabo
violence.
Stick away from that. It is the holiday season.
It is.
You gotta be nice.
Yes.
All right, let's get to some more of these products. If you're shopping for your mom, wife, girlfriend, or anyone else in your life you hold near and dear, Hunter, there is a light up rose in a glass dome for purchase. It comes in different colors, and that's for $28 on Amazon.
That sounds kind of cool, right?
It'll last longer than actual flowers.
Wait, it is fake, right?
It is fake.
It is fake, okay.
Yeah, so I think it lights up. So you plug it in, it lights up. You probably like get a nice dark room, a nice little centerpiece maybe.
Hopefully not a fire hazard or anything like that.
I would hope not. I hope it'd be well built.
Get that for your mom and your two sisters.
Yeah, how about
or the new baby in the family.
True.
There you go.
I don't know if the baby can play with it or plug it in. might be an issue.
Yeah, that's probably not smart.
Let's get to one that's super popular, especially for the folks around our age. It is the Lululemon crossbody bag, also known as the wait a second.
Sorry, keep going.
If it can fit it can fit most bodies and be worn in different ways. Runs about $38 on Lululemon. You ever heard of the crossbody?
No.
You've never heard of a crossbody?
No, I'm not like a normal person, so I don't know about trends or anything like that.
It's so popular.
It is?
It's very popular because then you don't have to carry a big purse. You can wear it over the shoulder, around the waist, across the body, crossbody.
Oh, sure. Okay. So it's basically a fanny pack.
It's basically a fanny pack, but Lululemon branded.
Okay. Oh, okay. And is that like a fancy brand? Like
yes.
Gucci or whatever?
less expensive than Gucci. But we could talk about Lululemon on a different day. Running out our top picks, you could use this one in the studio here on Northern Life, a custom neon sign. So you can get that personalized on Amazon. That'll run you about $30. And before we go to break, let's talk about the other top picks. Lightsaber chopsticks, a scratch-off poster for 100 date ideas, a desktop vacuum cleaner, and socks with your friend or family member's face all over them.
Okay, I got to get you some custom Ryan socks, or at least me and Briggs on the socks or something like that.
That'd be cool. I'll put my face on your socks.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
That'd be sweet. Those are the top gifts. We'll be right back after the break.
Coming up for tomorrow's show, we'll be judging another Does It Work product. Plus, we're going to dive into more of your viewer comments. A lot of social interaction with some people and, judging some things. That's what it's all about here,
Yeah, maybe we'll also do a discovery on, or let Hunter know what Lululemon is and the difference between Lululemon and Cocomelon. Which is a popular kids show.
During the break, I was trying to figure out, I've never heard of, and actually I'm like, no, actually I know somebody that has a Lulumelon, I think is what I said. But it's Lululemon.
Yeah,
and
you
so
said melon. Yeah.
we're learning here. It's
Watermelon,
how it goes.
Lululemon, Cocomelon, all the melons. Hey, before we go today, Hunter's shampoo comment back on Friday really sparked a lot of response on our Facebook page talking about using shampoo as soap. You
said shampoo as soap.
Shampoo as soap. Hey, some helpful poking a little fun. Connie wrote to us saying, Hunter, there is a 3-in-1 shampoo for men. Oh. So you can buy that at the store. And then we had a comment from Frank, who's watching from Chicago, who said, Hunter, would you happen to be using baby shampoo?
I should, because it gets in your eyes. It doesn't make you cry. Isn't that the Johnson promise?
The no tears.
Exactly.
Except you usually end up getting in your eyes anyway, and it still hurts a lot.
It always is painful. Not a good thing.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for getting through our mistakes today. Wishing you a lovely rest of your Tuesday.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.